So, Richard, thanks for joining. Just, I would like to very quickly, can you tell your story? Because you're an entrepreneur, you come from sailing, you made your way from a sailor, young years, up to now doing and running a business, and a business which is not the ocean race and the sailing sports, but it's more for the rest of the world, or for the ocean itself. Maybe you can just very quickly describe what is your motivation behind you as a person on your path, and how you know, what do you do now?
Good question. Those are the things we think about as we get older, right? But actually I started my first business when I was 14 years old. And then I've been going on as I've been starting a number of businesses, but sailing has been a common thread through my life. I raced a lot, I raced around the world, and I managed teams in the Ocean Race, and since 2 years we own the Ocean Race. And then we thought for the first time ever, the race is now not owned by a corporation. It's owned by people who love sport, which is us. And then we decided, let's use this unique opportunity to create what we call racing for purpose. So we are racing for the planet, we are racing to create a healthier ocean. That's what we are doing. And
you do that as a business? So
you
started to race in a race, and now you own part of the race, correct?
That's correct, yeah. And obviously sport, it's a business area as well, but I tell you, we wouldn't do this for the revenue it will create. We do this for the planet. But of course we have to run it as a proper business to be able to have longevity and survival.
So with the Ocean Race as a planet, so what do you do particularly with the race which helps to support the planet?
We have a big sustainability program, in particular with a big partnership with 11th Hour Racing, where we create, we have three building blocks, which is around awareness, it's around science, and it's around education. So around science, for instance, we do a lot of science testing out on the oceans of the world in places where no one else goes. So our data, especially now as we head into the so-called decade of ocean science for the next 10 years, when all the scientists will are really looking for proper data, what we can provide is very interesting. So that we do.
Wow, very exciting. So, and this is where we embrace as YPOers, of course, and as also the planet action side here very much, but from the water sports, it's a component. So if we come up and show up at your stops in the harbors, so what is happening in there? Is it a fun place to be? How does it work when you at a harbor? You say that thousands of people are coming there. What do you see there?
Yeah, no, the harbors, we have stopovers lasting around a week in major cities around the world, 10 major cities. And there are activities that is both for people coming down, the public in the cities, but it's also a lot of activities around sustainability. It's activity around business. Companies build up their pavilions, not unlike here in Davos, that each organization have their setup. They have a hub, they have a pavilion, and take care of their guests. We have 90,000 guests in the last race, corporate guests only. In total, we have 2.5 million people coming to the stopovers, which makes it one of the top 3 largest sport events in the world in number of people coming down to the villages.
This is exciting. So guys, YPOers, spouses, YNGers and kids, this is a place to be. Really worldwide, going around the world, one of the toughest races, one of the biggest sports event, and now we will, get a YPO only, or only in YPO access on some interesting stuff and making a difference in the world on the ocean. So thank you, Richard, for joining. Pleasure.
No, it's an honor to welcome you to the race.
And we'll see you there.
Yes.
Thank you.